And Kelly Shelford is the Warrington captain tonight. He leads Warrington onto this field, knowing that it has been a happy hunting ground over the past couple of years. Here's the St Helens team. Let's run through it for you in numbers. Prescott's the fullback in one, the three-quarters Alan Hunt, Andy Northey, Paul Loughlin and Anthony Sullivan. The hub of the team is 6 and 7, Tommy Martin and Bobby Goulding. And then up front, Apollo Perolini, Kieran Cunningham and Ian Pickavans the front row, Vila Matuatia and Sonny Nicol the second row, and Shane Cooper at the back of the scrum, the captain. And the substitutes, Kiwi Mark Elia and Australian Phil Vivers. The coach, Eric Hughes. Tackled by Tees, Maguire is there all over him too. There's the ball, Pickavans to Cunningham, finds Goulding. Goulding drags Nicol on a diagonal run on the inside of him. Warrington defence standing firm, two helmeted players, Maguire and Elliott. Cooper to Matuatia, straightens it up, lovely, gives it to Martin. Oh, great try! That's what Saints are so good at. Matuatia stood in the tackle, turned his back on the defenders, slipped the pass, and Martin said, thanks, I'll take the 12th of the season.
Well run by the big second rower, Matuatia. Beautiful. The step in there, superb. Look at the body strength. He's twisting the tackle. Tommy Martin, that is great support play. But the second rower, look how he runs the angle. And the step, that was superb. Straight the way through. That is a great try.
Goulding call for that from Cunningham. Little chip through, it bounced off the Warrington back. Alan Hunt is there. Perolini's with him. Perolini takes it. And Perolini rolls it for another try for Saints. Well, the Saints really have started here like a house on fire. Apollo Perolini, the Western Samoan, try number 4 of the season for him.
Super little kick over from Bobby Goulding. See how it came from the open side to the blind. Chip over the tip. Okay, they got the lucky bounce. Alan Hunt races away. But look how Hunt says to Perolini, go out wide, come around me, the try's yours. Goulding puts the kick through. It bounces off. Came off Wainwright. Now look at Hunt, he'll say, come on, round me, outside me, outside me. There he is, sucks in Lee Penny. And the big prop forward gleefully puts it down for 4. Great try.
He drew Maguire out of the defensive line. Cunningham now, always eager to take them on. Such a talent, this young man. Featured in boots and all, of course, last week. Drop goal attempt from Martin. And he's found it, Tommy Martin. Bennett, dummy half, Shelford. Wainwright. Ooh! The tackle from Northey. It stopped the Warrington man in his tracks. Bateman felt that.
Well,
and Northey's off.
He sent him off, but I think you'll find that he hits the shoulder first.
Well, he certainly had an eventful opening half hour, hasn't he, Alan Bateman? Here's Cunningham. Great run from Cunningham again.
Is creating havoc in this Warrington defence. The run from dummy half. Such a talented youngster. But they've slackened off now.
Here's Shelford. Long pass into the arms of Harris. Oh! Tommy Martin thought then he was on his way up the other end for the interception try. Just couldn't pull it in. That's the last action of this first half. For Warrington, I suppose, just a question of being patient and hanging on in there, waiting for the opportunity to come. Nicol, strength from Nicol. Tremendous run from Nicol. Perolini round the corner to Matuatia. And he's just hauled down. That was a good tackle on him in the end. Goulding, little chip over the top. Goulding taking responsibility. But well done, Lee Penny.
Good effort from the Saints side. As a substitute, Phil Vivers has just mentioned that his side will dig deep. Well, they're certainly doing that now. And listen to this crowd.
Hunt, a tremendous run from him. Just a little ankle tap from Wainwright, but they still can't bring Hunt down. He gets rid of it one-handed to Goulding. Goulding trying to inject some pace. St Helens obviously want to score early here in the second half. Look at Goulding go! Great tackle on him by Harris. Here's Nicol. Nicol will run straight. Nicol with all the strength in the world and without the boot. Gets the ball away. The referee will let them go on and Hunt will stroll in. Oh, the referee's going to disallow this. Well, he's not the most popular man at Knowsley Road, and now he's even less popular. That, for me, looked as though he came back.
Well, what is it given there? The only thing I can think of is that he's shouted held, and the ball's come away, but if that's the case, it should be a penalty.
Well, Mr. Cummins is under pressure, and so now is the Warrington defence with Martin round the corner. And so close then, Steve Prescott.
Oh, but
Penny
what a
Prescott having to go. That's going to be penalty. Warrington.
Well,
silly
that's
play.
Stupid play. Just because his opposite number has come up with a great tackle, he didn't like it. And look at this. Talk about losing your marbles. You can't do that.
I tell you what, this match, Steve-O's boiling up.
It's just what it's needed, isn't it? There's a few of the players out there. They're losing their cool now. The crowd is going bananas. That never helps the situation.
Oh, crunch time by Perolini. Warrington, though, keep the ball alive. Here's Hilton. Martin wrestles the big prop forward to the ground.
Well, they're well and truly on the rack now, Saints. Desperation time. This is where they've got to slow it down. The wingmen have to come and work.
This is Lachlan. Lachlan picks himself up, plays the ball. St Helens quickly back on the attack here with Cooper. Cunningham to Matuatia. Good tackling. Dave Elliott and Alan Bateman. Goulding brings the play back this way again. Cunningham's there and takes it on once more for Saints and escapes the clutches at two. Great run from Cunningham. Still going Cunningham. Lovely ball out wide. Sullivan. Great try. Put that down to an 18-year-old piece of brilliance from Kieran Cunningham. A sensational run in centre field and the pass perfect for Sullivan, who scores his 22nd try of the season.
Beautiful play, Bobby Goulding keeping the ball alive. And look at the hooker. Oh, this is superb stuff. Look at the step there. Handed it off. Long ball out wide. Sullivan had the presence of mind to stay out wide and score the try. But it's all about second effort. Goulding wouldn't give in, and this guy certainly didn't. Look at him weave the magic in and out. They go too high, just pushes him away. Stolthorpe went down. Long ball out wide. Sullivan in.
Anthony Tees has been withdrawn. Now Matuatia.
Play on, says the referee, who was not held down. He's certainly leading the way. Matuatia, such a big man.
First touch for Vivas.
Good substitution there by the coach, Eric Hughes. Bring on a fresh man, especially after you've just scored.
And Vivas pops the ball up. Oh, it's great stops. This is Prescott in support. Prescott, two St Helens men went down there. Nicol was one of them. They're out wide here with Goulding and Alan Hunt. Can he squeeze in the corner? No. Another great tackle from Lee. Goulding for the corner. Does he get it down? Yes, he has. Bobby Goulding with the try. Sheer determination from the little man. From the play of the ball, Goulding almost crawled in for his 10th try of the season. 2 tries in 2 minutes, Saints.
Good thinking. Get the ball out wide. It was Goulding in the start that run the angle. He did well, did Hunt, but Jason Lee was good. But you see, they just lose control. They both go the same way. And he takes the opportunity, gets it down fair and square. See how they both go the same way? That was poor marking, but Goulding didn't mind. He threw the dummy. Lee couldn't hand off the man they call the king of the jungle, and he was beating his...
Bennett at dummy half again. Shelford into the arms of Harris. Tommy Martin playing like a man possessed.
He's had a wonderful game as Tommy Martin. He's come up with some beautiful tackles, but none better than that. Every time a good tackle, the crowd go berserk here. Oh, what a take.
Play on. Prescott cuts inside Bennett. All the Warrington defence is after him.
Well, Lee, and he knew Bateman knew he was offside. He daren't touch it. Prescott had the brains to run it through, and not only that, he didn't panic. He just took the tackle like he's just doing there. He knows it's important to keep things calm.
Here's Vivers. Phil Vivers on the field now, needs 4 tries for 100 for St Helens. He's back after missing the last 3 matches. Been a great servant to this club. Goulding into space. Lee has got to get there, and Lee does.
They've got to just keep rolling the sleeves up, get the forwards, realising that Saints perhaps will tire. They've got to tire, being one man down.
Ball over the top. This is Sculthorpe. Sculthorpe with the pace, and Sculthorpe with the 4. And that's Paul Sculthorpe's first ever try for Warrington. 17 years old, and he skated through that St Helens defence. And there's big defensive effort needed here for Warrington now, defending this from Matuatia. Cunningham off the ground to Goulding, to Cooper. Oh, well, Cooper thought about coming this way, then went on his own. Oh, Cooper, with all the experience in the world. Foxed everybody. Foxed Warrington. The defence fell asleep, and Shane Cooper with a try at just the right moment for Saints.
Well, he mesmerised him. Like Max Wall and one of the Groucho brothers. Watch him. Hello, hello. He just scampered through. What a beautiful try, and what a time to score it. The defence was just mesmerised by the way that he threw the dummy and the step. You could see Bruce Maguire went for it. The forwards were just standing still. Penny can't believe it. Neither can Cooper. Excellent stuff. There's the dummy. They all stood still. He went straight through them. Sculthorpe, the hero a few seconds ago, becomes the man who misses the tackle.
Look at this run now.
He's had a great game. They really have picked up their game. Whatever they was told at half-time by Eric Hughes, they have played with a lot of pride and a lot of confidence. But the forwards have led the way. Perolini, Matatia, they've done their bits.
Jason Lee with the knock-on, but the referee has got them for a penalty for offside. The pass was coming to him. It is now from Wainwright. And that's Bennett. But it's a forward pass. The referee's given a forward pass. Bennett's gone down in a heap.
The hooker Bennett was trailing on the inside. He knew he was going to be there. Was that a bit of a trip as well? Bennett wouldn't be too happy with that. Cooper definitely got a touch to him.
Did he ever? Pickavance. Cunningham again. Cooper, the captain. Martin dabs it through. One for Hunt to chase. Hunt, try! St Helens finish with a flourish. Lovely kick through. And that was a little nod down the camera lens, a la Sean Edwards by Alan Hunt.
Beautiful kick from Tommy Martin. He's had a superb game. It's a set piece that Saints do very well indeed. They normally use Bobby Goulding with a kick, but the game so well.
Bruce Maguire's not giving up easily, but the game's over for him. 2.5 minutes of stoppage time after Chambers was carried off on the stretcher. Chris Rudd, collared by Perolini. There's the final siren. The Saints have won. Alan Hunt's try right at the end. Just a touch of icing on the St Helens cake.